What's going on, everybody? Josh Engleman here for Stokastic.com. Back again with the NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, December 14th. Now be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite and least favorite plays are for today's slate. And finally, I gotta tell you guys about BetMGM. No brainer here for you guys. Link in the description, click it, head on over. I need you to deposit at least $10. I want you to deposit a lot more because the first bet you make is a risk-free bet up to $1,000. It's an incredible deal. If it wins, you just keep all that money. Put $1,000 down on like a plus 250 underdog and cross your fingers. If it wins, great starting bankroll. If it loses, they just give you that $1,000 back in free bets once again. So no harm, no foul on that try. Plus 2 free months of Stokastic Plus Platinum. It's not going to get any better than that, folks. When that goes away, you're going to be bummed. You're going to kick yourself. So take advantage now. We can now talk about the bottom half of my top 10. Buddy Hield, Fred VanVleet, Andrew Nembhard, Bam Adebayo, and Nikola Vucevic on the outside looking in. Who will be my favorites? My top 5 plays for today? It's time to find out. First up at number 5, we're looking at PJ Washington. He's power forward eligible only, 5,500, projected for 32. The goal's 37.5. He's in the optimal lineup 17% of the time. We know exactly what the Hornets do. He's a 31-ish minute a game guy. Could play a little bit more if it's competitive and he's not in foul trouble. He's around a fantasy point per minute, 22% usage, 16 points, 5.5 boards, 3 assists, a steal, a block. But it's a pace-neutral matchup against the Pistons. And the Pistons are one of the few teams that might actually be worse than the Hornets. Although, to be fair, the Pistons are 3-point dogs in this one. It's close. They're both garbage. Neither one of these teams are any good. At least the Hornets can rely on a lot of injuries. The Pistons just aren't very good. Sorry, Cade. Don't mean to do that to you. Sorry for being out for the entire year as well. But anyway, play PJ Washington. Power forward and a price tag just absolutely works. I don't think that we're all going to be nervous about Marvin Bagley on the opposite side or Jalen Duren on the opposite side, at least not for PJ Washington and his skill set. So take advantage right now. PJ Washington, 5,500. This one's kind of complicated, but assuming he starts today, Charles Bassey is in at number 4. He's center eligible, 4,100, projected for 28. The goal is 30. He's in the optimal lineup 17% of the time. Zach Collins is doubtful. It doesn't look like he's going to be playing here. My assumption is that Bassey starts. I tried to be realistic. I went 24 minutes. Any minute above that is incredible. Even at 20 minutes, he's an interesting play at 4,100. At 24, this is a guy that I want to have quite a bit of. He's a 1.1 fantasy point per minute guy. He'll be close to a double-double, 9 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 2 stocks. It is a pace down spot against Portland, but you do need a center, like a real center against Portland as well, with Nurk on the opposite side. They're pretty big underdogs in this one, which doesn't help. Whoever's starting at center is going to look like a really good play for the Spurs today. For right now, I'm assuming it's Bassey. At number 3, we've got Scotty Barnes, small forward, power forward eligible, 7,300, projected for 40.5. The goal is 46.5. He's in the optimal lineup 18% of the time. OG Anunoby going to be out for a couple games, which means these minutes just get super firm. They don't just start adding guys to the rotation and thinning things out. They go the other way. I got Barnes in for 36 minutes, and if you told me that he played 40, I'd believe it. He's over a fantasy point per minute, probably closer to 1.1 in a pace-up spot against a bad Kings defense. 21% usage, 18 points, 9 boards, 5 assists, and 2 stocks. He fills up the stat sheet. He's got the MPE, the guard forward MPE, I might add. Point guard, small forward, guard forward utility. He's sort of a Swiss Army knife for today's slate, and the minutes look great. Similarly, we're staying in Toronto for Gary Trent, stepping into the starting lineup. Shooting guard eligible, 5,700, projected for 33-ish. The goal is 38.5. Oh my God, what am I, like, this is terrible reading for Gary. I'm sorry, Gary Trent. I usually like you a lot more than the public does. I'm butchering your read, but 38.5 point goal, 18% likelihood to be in the optimal. 36 minutes here for Trent. He's a 0.9 fantasy point per minute guy. Now, it's mostly scoring and steals, but that's okay when you're matched up in a great matchup against the Kings. 21 real points on 22% usage, 3 boards, 2 assists, 2 stocks. Look, Trent is a little bit underpriced. He's been coming off the bench, generally speaking. The price has lowered a little bit. I think there's a little bit of meat left on the bone here if he's stepping into a role with extra minutes and no OG Anunoby. Before we get to that number one contender, one last reminder, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when everything goes live. Follow me on Twitter at Josh Engleman. Let me know in the comments who your favorite plays are, and then go sign up at BetMGM using the link in the description. Finally, my number one contender for today is Kelly Oubre. He's shooting guard, small forward eligible, so you get guard, forward, and utility. 7,400. I got him projected for 42. The goal is 47. He's in the optimal lineup 21% of the time. We still have all these injuries for the Hornets. He's got a great matchup against the Pistons, who stink. He plays 37 minutes a game. He's over a fantasy point per minute guy. He shoots constantly, 27% usage, 25 real points, 6 boards, 6.5 boards, honestly. Almost 2 assists, 2 stocks. What's not to like here? Solid price, incredible minutes, great positionality, fantastic matchup, which should be competitive as well. They're 3-point favorites in this one. I'm just going to have a lot of Kelly Oubre. I love the flexibility. You can put him into any sort of spot you really want. And with the way that he's been playing, to me, it's a no-brainer. Alrighty, folks, that will do it. Those are my NBA DFS contenders on DraftKings for Wednesday, December 14th. FanDuel version's around here somewhere, so check it out. Good luck tonight, everybody. Win some money. We are back again tomorrow morning for another edition of the Contenders.